Mam'Khize went from being celebrated as one of the richest women in the country to being exposed for living a fake lifestyle. Her luxury cars were taken by SARS, her designer clothes turned out to be fake, and her football club is now under the control of a curator. This is no longer just a downfall, it's a destruction of a life that once inspired millions. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how Mam'Khize's glamorous image fell apart and the truth behind her financial collapse. In the world of South African celebrity, few names shine as brightly as Shauwn Mam'Khize. A self-made businesswoman and reality TV star, she became a symbol of opulence and success. Her Instagram was a curated gallery of luxury, from private jets to front row seats at fashion weeks, and a wardrobe that seemed to overflow with designer labels. Mam'Khize's fashion choices were as bold as her personality. She was often seen flaunting limited edition handbags from brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, each piece a statement of her status. Her car collection was equally impressive, featuring high-end vehicles such as a 2022 Mercedes-Benz Maybach, a 2020 Bentley Continental GTC, and a 2021 Lamborghini Urus. These were not just modes of transportation, they were extensions of a brand, reinforcing her image as a mogul who had it all.
I get it, them G-Class, them what, them LVs. We are busy here. We're doing something very special.
Her influence extended beyond fashion and automobiles. As the owner of Royal AM Football Club, Mam'Khize made headlines with her lavish spending and larger-than-life persona. She was a fixture in the media, often seen attending high-profile events and making bold public statements. Her life seemed to be a continuous celebration of success, wealth, and glamour. However, beneath the glittering surface, financial troubles were quietly brewing. In May 2024, SARS obtained a provisional preservation order for a fleet of luxury vehicles to recoup 37 million in unpaid taxes. Despite this, Mam'Khize's security and armed guards reportedly refused to allow the order to be executed. The situation escalated, leading to a series of legal battles and public controversies that will soon overshadow her glamorous lifestyle. As the story unfolds, the line between luxury and liability becomes increasingly unclear. What was once a fairy tale of success begins to unravel, revealing the complexities and challenges that come with fame and fortune. When SARS got an order to take Mam'Khize's luxury cars, it shocked the country, and this time, the order was carried out. Several of high-end vehicles, including her Bentley, Lamborghini, and Maybach, were seized as part of efforts to recover 37 million in unpaid taxes. What started as a quiet investigation had now become a national story. Court documents revealed that SARS had been investigating her companies for years, claiming that some of them failed to pay the correct taxes from all business deals. Her legal team disagreed, saying the figures were inflated and that she was being treated unfairly. They promised to appeal the decision and prove that SARS had overstepped its authority.
It doesn't matter where it's going to take me, but the fact of the matter is, I'll appeal that and put before the court. My grounds of appeal will be very clear, because when this judgment took place, the information of the tax appeals court, whereby we've reached the agreement, it was not included there.
As the legal battle went on, her football club Royal AM began to face new problems. Reports surfaced that some players had not been paid on time, and questions were raised about the club's finances. What had once been her greatest source of pride was now drawing negative attention. The media covered every update. Newspapers and TV shows reported on her seized cars and ongoing court fights, while social media buzzed with debates. Some defended her, saying she was being targeted because she was a successful black businesswoman, with comments such as, "If this was a white person, we would hear about it once and it would disappear on our media. But because it's a black person, they have to pay this and that." And another one said, "They have tried her for years. At some point she proved that SARS owed her money." Others argue that no one should live above the law, no matter how rich or famous. Mam'Khize tried to remain confident. She later made a post that reads, "My side of the story doesn't matter anymore. Life happened, it hurts, and I healed. But most importantly, I learned who deserved a seat at my table and who wouldn't see it again." She kept showing up at public events, posting on Instagram, and smiling for her followers.
Futhi ngisokuba nokukhulu kuyisola nokukhulu ukuxolisa ukuthi bengangiboni angina-phone angina-next, kodwa ke bese ngine-phone ngangithengela nje mhlawumbe ifone khona ngizongibona.
But behind the scenes, things were different. Legal costs were climbing, sponsors were hesitant, and her once strong image was now beginning to fade. For years, Mam'Khize represented power, wealth, and success. Now, she was fighting to keep it all from slipping away. Her empire was under pressure, and every new headline made the situation worse. By the end of 2024, it was clear that this was no longer just about unpaid taxes. It was about survival. The woman who once stood as a symbol of luxury and confidence was now facing one of the biggest challenges of her life. Whether she would rise again or lose everything was a question only time could answer. When people thought things couldn't get worse for Mam'Khize, another shocking story broke out. After her luxury cars were seized, investigators turned their attention to her designer wardrobe, the same clothes she proudly showed off on social media and red carpets. What they found surprised everyone. Out of more than 200 expensive items, only 23 were real, the rest were fake.
According to experts at Bidder's Choice, the 23 bags were the only ones authenticated by third-party experts, confirming their status as genuine designer items.
For years, she had been seen wearing outfits from top international brands. From Gucci coats to Louis Vuitton handbags, her fashion became part of her identity. Every picture she posted online showed wealth and confidence, and many believe she truly lived the life she displayed online. But when the reports came out, everything changed. The image that had once represented success now raised questions about how real her luxury life actually was. The story spread across the country. Newspapers and entertainment shows covered it non-stop, and social media filled with posts comparing her clothes to real designer pieces. The scandal became another blow to her reputation, already damaged by the siege of her cars and her ongoing tax battle with SARS. It was no longer just about money, it was about credibility. Mam'Khize didn't respond to these reports. Instead, she continued to post motivational messages writing, "The storm will pass." She appeared calm in public, but those close to her said she was deeply hurt. The legal cases, financial strain, and now the exposure of her fake clothes had created cracks in her once strong image. Her brand deals slowly disappeared, and invitations to major events became fewer. People who once celebrated her success began to distance themselves. Even her loyal followers noticed that her posts no longer attracted the same excitement. The world that once admired her was starting to move on. By early 2025, Mam'Khize's empire was starting to fall apart. The cars, the club, and the fancy clothes that once showed her power were now signs of how fast success can disappear. Her football club, Royal AM, was placed under control of a curator after SARS moved in over unpaid taxes, and she no longer had full control of it.
So how much did you lose in that deal? In losing Royal AM?
I think I don't want to talk about it, but I've lost my soul.
But she didn't give up. She kept appearing in public, dressing nicely, pretending everything was fine, and smiling for the cameras. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and click the one you see on the screen. And I'll see you guys in the next one.